Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing very well. Today I am bringing you a very kind of different video than my usual type of videos because this is a chatty first impressions drugstore makeup tutorial kind of video, and I thought I'd do something different because I'm always usually doing the same sort of thing and I don't believe I've done a proper chatty video on my channel. So I hope you guys enjoy this chit-chatty video. I'm going to be doing a first impressions on the Makeup Revolution Ultra Contour Palette and the I Heart Makeup I Heart Chocolate Palette. These two products have been all the rage lately, especially this one because it was just released and I bought it as soon as I heard it was available. This video is going to probably be kind of long, so I hope you guys enjoy it. If you don't, then you can fast forward the parts you don't want to see. I don't think I have anything else to say, so let's get on with this makeup tutorial. Okay, so firstly we're going to start with our base, and for my base as a primer I'm going to use the NYX Angel Veil Primer. I've used this in many tutorials. It's just one of my favourite affordable primers to use. So I'm just going to apply a pea-sized amount on my face. So how have you guys been? I feel like I haven't had a sit down chatty tutorial in a while, and I've actually never done a proper chatty tutorial, not since my back to school video, which was kind of a long time ago now. I think it was last year actually, which was a long time ago, and that was when I was just getting into YouTube. So this primer is really good at keeping your skin quite matte. Turn my phone off, please.
I'd like to, Nina, but I cannot. My apologies.
So if you have oily skin, I highly recommend this primer for you. So for foundation, I'm going to be using this Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and it's in the shade 240. And this is a good match for my skin tone, and I'm an NC42 in matte. I'm going to apply this with a Real Techniques sponge. This is just as good as a beauty blender, but it's obviously more affordable. So if you wanted the beauty blender but it's not within your budget, then this is a great alternative if you are interested in that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dot the foundation on my face. This is just what I like to do. Just like to apply it with my finger first before blending it in. I also like to take this down my neck as well because my neck is it's a weird colour. It doesn't match the rest of my body. The great thing about this foundation is it's very buildable, so it has a light to medium coverage that can be builded up quite a bit, not exactly full, but a high medium coverage I would say. And I think this is great for the summer because it gives you that radiant glow and it looks really nice. I feel like I look really pale on my chest compared to my face. I don't know, it's just been kind of like that lately. So I'm going to finish off my face before I start on my eyes. That's just how I prefer to do my makeup. So I'm going to be using this Kiko Skin Evolution Concealer, and this is in the shade number 5. And it's just an orangey toned concealer that I like to use to correct under my under eyes. And you don't need much of this at all. I've just been having so many sleepless nights lately and very long days that it's just really affecting my sleeping pattern and giving me a bit of eye bags, which I really don't like. So I always have to conceal. I either use this one or I use the Bobbi Brown corrector For concealer, I'm going to be using this Collection Lasting Perfection concealer, and the writing and everything has completely worn off of this because I've used it so much. But this is in the shade Warm Medium, and I think, yeah, Warm Medium 3. And it's a yellow tone concealer. It's a couple of shades lighter than my skin tone, but I feel like that's perfect to create that Kim Kardashian inspired glow under your eyes and on your face, all the high points of your face. So I'm putting this down my nose, my cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin for now. So I know I've been completely absent from YouTube, and like I mentioned in my previous video, I really apologise for that. It's not something that I wanted to happen. Like, once I commit to something, I like to stick at it, but that wasn't the case for, I think, just over a month on YouTube. But I'm hoping that these videos will be more regular because I like doing these videos for you guys. I like doing makeup, and I like showing you guys my tips and tricks and things that will suit my skin tone, because I can't speak for everyone, but I sometimes have a hard time finding YouTubers on YouTube that have tried products that I want to try that are in my skin tone range. So I feel like creating my own content will help reach out to people that are facing a similar problem, basically. So I'm going to blend this out with my complexion sponge. For some reason I feel like my face is really dry today, and my face is never ever dry, except sometimes under my eyes I do get dry patches, but that's just under my eyes, and sometimes on my nose, like over here. But on the most part my skin is unfortunately oily, which I really hate. I wish my skin was normal. That is like the perfect skin type to have, but yeah. And for this tutorial I'm really excited to use this new palette. It's the Makeup Revolution Ultra Contour palette. Okay, and this is literally a first impressions because I haven't even opened this up. I've been savouring it for this tutorial. I wanted you guys to see firsthand what it looks like. So, okay, it basically looks like the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, except with 2 extra highlight shades. So this is what it looks like. It's pretty much identical. Hold on a second, let me get my Anastasia one. So this is the Makeup Revolution one, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, and you can barely tell them apart. Like, take away those 2 shades, they literally look very similar. So let's see if it withstands the quality of the Anastasia ones. So I'm going to use this to set my under eyes, and I better hurry up before it creases. So I'm going to take this yellow shade, and what I like about this palette is it has a huge mirror, like kind of like the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I think that's really useful, especially for me when I'm filming or if I'm traveling or anything like that. So it's really useful to have a huge compact mirror inside. Okay, so here goes. Let me take you in a little bit closer. Wow. Like, wow. I can't even tell the difference between this one and the Anastasia one. It's that good. I think this is a little less drying than the Anastasia one. It looks nice on camera as well. Maybe it's not as pigmented, but only slightly. Let me know what you guys think. So I'm going to put a bit of this on my nose as well. And on my forehead. A bit on my chin. I kind of like the fact it's not as pigmented though, because it lets the natural concealer colour show through, which I like, because what's the point of getting a concealer if you can't really see what colour it really is. So this is really nice. Let me put some under my cheekbones. Yeah, it definitely has colour, and you can see that. And look how defined my cheekbone looks. I know I already have defined cheekbones, but it looks really good under that. Wow. So I'm really happy with this palette so far. I've only used the yellow shade, but I'm going to bronze up my face a bit and see how the bronzy colours work. Sorry if my voice sounds a bit weird. I don't know why it sounds so croaky today. I hope I'm not coming down with anything. But I'm going to mix these two shades, this one and this one. It's kind of like Havana and Java from the Anastasia palette. Let's see if it's just as good. Wow. Wow, it's so nice. I'm so pleasantly surprised by this contour palette. When it comes to drugstore products, I'm always a bit unsure if it will work out for me. But this is really nice. Like, this is perfect for every day. Like, if you don't want to splurge on Anastasia or Kat Von D palette, or if you want to use a cheaper one for everyday wear, this is perfect. This was only £8. And I got mine from the Makeup Revolution website because I was too impatient to actually wait for it to come out in Superdrugs, which is now available at Superdrugs. But I did check Superdrugs in Harrow and I couldn't find it. Either it sold out really quickly or they didn't have it. But this is really nice. I'm going to use this shade to contour. And this is very similar to the Fawn shade from the Anastasia palette. So I'm just taking a little bit of this, tapping off the excess and putting it under my cheekbones. Okay, it looks really harsh on camera. But I assure you, I only put a little bit on. I think this one's quite pigmented, more pigmented. It does look really harsh on camera. It doesn't look so bad in person. Okay, I think I'm going to tone that down with another brush. By the way, all these brushes I'm using are either from Real Techniques, Zoeva or MAC, and maybe Sigma as well. So there's a mix of affordable brushes and high-end, but I think with brushes you can afford to splurge a bit because brushes last you for ages. I've had my MAC ones for about 7 years now and they still work as well as they ever did. If you look after them, that is, which I have been doing. I feel like my pores are showing a lot more than usual. Do you guys have any recommendations of anything that I can do about my pores, because they're annoying me? And I feel like they make me look a lot older than I am, which I don't like. So if you guys have any recommendations on any pore products that might help to reduce them in appearance, then let me know in the comments. Just making sure this is not as harsh as it appears on camera. I just went to look at my camera to see if I was recording this whole time, and I am. Can you imagine if I wasn't? I'd have to refilm this whole video, and that's actually happened to me before, and it's so annoying when it happens because you put so much effort in filming these videos and then something like that happens. I'm going to use this Luminoso blusher by Milani. This is also very affordable. It's available on Amazon and probably other places. It's so pigmented and it has a nice iridescence to it, It's not too glittery or shimmery. It just has a nice sheen to it, which I really like, and it's the perfect pinky peach summer colour in my opinion. I probably should have put the highlight on first, but never mind. So let me just do my other cheek. Now going back to the Makeup Revolution palette, the contour palette, ultra contour palette, I'm going to be picking up this. I'm going to use this shade. This is kind of a bronzy, beigey pink shade. And I'm not too sure if it would suit me, but I'm going to go for it anyway. So I'm just applying this to the tops of my cheekbones. Oh, it doesn't look too bad. It's just very sheeny, like a nice sheened look. Does that even make sense? And I just start like from here, like just after the corner of my eye, or just before the corner of my eye, because I don't want to put it on my pores to make them more visible. Putting a bit down my nose, because I feel like it slims it down, which I like, and a bit on my tip of my nose just to lift it a little. So the face is pretty much done. I just need to do my eyebrows, and I'll do that off camera because you don't need to see that because I've done it so many times. So now onto the eyes. So to prime my eyes, guess what I'll be using? Well, obviously there's only one primer that works for me. So to prime my eyes, guess what I'll be using? Yeah, the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. I was going to go with a drugstore or affordable primer, but I haven't found one that works for me, and for me it's quite important to have a primer that doesn't budge on my eyelids because I have quite oily eyelids as I do skin, so it's really important that it doesn't move or crease during the day, and this really works for me. So I'm going to be applying this with my fingers probably. Yeah. But I have been using this with my Zoeva buffing brush, my concealer buffer brush, only because, as you guys can probably tell, it's dried up a bit, so it doesn't work as well with my fingers anymore. I'm actually going to get my brush out. Yeah, I've been working 6 days a week and full time, so that's about 40 or so hours, and it's been really hectic and tiring. Like, I literally have no time to even go to the gym, which is annoying because I've got this membership going on that requires me to go to the gym regularly or within a certain time frame. So yeah, that's kind of annoying, but I mean, I like work. It's not exactly what I want to do in my career, but it's what I'm doing right now, and I'm still looking for other jobs, so hopefully I'll get something in the field that I enjoy more, like maybe beauty, makeup and showbiz. So I'm going to keep trying, and hopefully one day I'll get somewhere, because I've done so many internships and things like that in the field that I want to do, but it's just so difficult to get any paid work or any work at all because it's so competitive and there's just no work available, especially entry-level work. There's always a limited amount of spaces available, and they usually give it to obviously the best person for the job, and with that it's just really difficult to have enough jobs available for every graduate, for example. So yeah, that's kind of the trouble that I'm facing with that. Onto the eyeshadows. I'm going to be using this is kind of is I Heart Makeup a part of Makeup Revolution? Because I ordered it from the same website, so I'm guessing it is. This is the I Heart Makeup I Heart Chocolate palette, and this has been a very popular palette. It's kind of identical to the Too Faced, what's that called? The Too Faced Chocolate palette. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. and it smells like chocolate. It's really lightly scented though, which I guess is good because you don't want your eyes to smell like chocolate, right? But these colours look really pretty, and again it has a huge mirror, which is amazing because who doesn't love a huge mirror, let's be honest. So let's see what colour I'm going to go with. I'm actually going to set my whole eye base because we did apply that cream eye base. So I'm going to set it with a powder, and I'm going to use this shade right here, and it's called You Need Love. It's just a neutral creamy colour, and yeah, it's kind of the same colour as the Soft Ochre paint pot. Oh wow, this is really pigmented, and I feel like sniffing my brush. It's really weird, isn't it? But yeah, this is quite a nice colour. I mean, it's just a simple colour, but we all need it, don't we, in our palettes? I really like Makeup Revolution because they're so on point. Like, you would expect them to be either really expensive because their quality is so good, or their products to be really kind of crappy because they're so affordable. And you get the best of both worlds with this because it's so affordable, and I really like the quality of their products. So let's see if I like this palette. For my crease, I'm going to go in with this camel kind of light brown colour called One More Piece, and it's this one right here. I'm just going to be smelling my palette throughout the whole video, which is pretty much what I do with my Chocolate Soleil bronzer from Too Faced. I just like the smell of chocolate in products. But I don't like the smell of chocolate in actual body lotions and things like that. Like, you know that Palmer's moisturiser? I don't like the smell of it. Like cocoa chocolate and all that. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this and apply it on my crease. Maybe I should have asked you guys on Snapchat what sort of shades I should have gone for this look. By the way, if you're not following me on Snapchat, my Snapchat is Bhavna Nina. So follow me on Snapchat. I regularly post videos and pictures and things like that, so you can keep up to date with what I've been up to. And I'm on that a lot more than I am Instagram and Twitter these days, and I don't know why. I remember when Twitter first came out, I was the only one on it and I was so addicted, and I'm always like, out of my friends anyway, I'm always the first person on new social media websites. The latest craze is definitely Snapchat, and I love Snapchat so much. It's just really fun to watch, kind of snoop into people's lives and find out what they get up to, which I find really fascinating for some reason. So back to this tutorial, I'm going to be using, I really want to use this greeny kind of shade. I don't know, it's just telling me to use it. Should I go for that? Let's see what it looks like. So it kind of looks like this. What do you guys make of it? It's kind of, it has a hint of green with gold reflex in it. I don't know, I wasn't planning on doing a dramatic look. Let's see this other shade here. I'm definitely not gonna go with gold because I've been wearing gold so much lately, and my last tutorial was a gold makeup tutorial. Golden Goddess makeup tutorial. So I want to do something a bit different. I'm gonna go with this greeny goldy shade. Yeah, let's do it. It's not translating on my lid. It's one that you kind of have to build up. I don't know what to make of it. It's a lot darker than I thought it would be. What do you guys think? It's really smoky. I mean, it's nice, but it's a lot different than I expected. I actually like the this palette so far. I'm just so used to eyeshadows being super creamy, soft and smooth because I think every eyeshadow that I use is high-end. Except I do have another Makeup Revolution palette which I do love. But on the most part, I just like my high-end palettes. I did try a L'Oreal palette. It was like a smoky eye palette and it had a lot of like silvery colours and it just didn't work out for me. It was really glittery and I didn't like the colours at all, or the like texture of the shades in the palette. So that's kind of like put me off drugstore palettes, but I do like this palette and I think I might like it more than my other Makeup Revolution palette. Let's go with this colour. I'm just going to keep it a bit lighter just to see what it looks like. So this one, let's find out the name of the shade. This shade is called Pleasure Girl. So I'm just taking a small tapered, this is called the Zoeva Luxe Petite Crease Brush, and I'm taking a small amount of this and I'm just putting my brush upwards so I can see the outline on the crease better, and I'm just slowly distributing this in my crease. So I'm going to apply a brown liner instead of black just because I don't want this look to be super dramatic. So this one I'm using is by Essence and it's called the Long Lasting Eye Pencil and it's in the shade 02 Hot Chocolate, which is pretty accurate because it's quite a rich brown colour. So as I think I've mentioned before, it's coming really close to my 1 year anniversary on YouTube and I really want to do a giveaway for you guys. So I'm going to let you guys know more about that either on Snapchat, Instagram or Twitter, probably most likely Twitter, and this is because it's a lot easier to do giveaways through Twitter and other social media places rather than on YouTube, because we all know the ones on YouTube never really go to plan sometimes. So I'm going to do one on my Twitter. Yeah, let's make that Twitter, and I'm going to do this on my other Twitter account. I have two Twitter accounts, my main one and my YouTube one. My YouTube one is Bhavna, and I'll leave that in the description box below so you can follow me on that and keep up to date with my giveaway. But I'm hoping to include a lot of exciting products in it, so keep an eye out on my Twitter page for more info on that in the upcoming weeks. So I'm just going to go back in with this brown shade we used in the kind of outer crease, outer V area, and it was called, what was it called? Pleasure Girl. Yes, I'm just applying that to smoke out my bottom lash line. And what do you guys think of this brown liner on my waterline? It looks a lot more subtle than a black liner, but it just looks really nice for daytime wear. What do you guys think? And this this liner by Essence was only, I think, £1.50, which is really affordable, and you can get them in Wilko in the UK. Does anyone else have the struggle of putting really funny faces when they put makeup on? Like, I can't control it. I'm trying my best. I'm gonna try my very best to apply this on camera. I'm just terrible at applying liquid liner on screen. I don't know what it is, but it's just a challenge for me. But I will try. And I can't talk when I'm doing liquid liner because I need to concentrate. And I feel like it's impossible to apply liquid liner and talk at the same time. Let me know if you feel the same. So I was going to use my new Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara, but because this is a drugstore and affordable friendly tutorial, I'm going to be using none other than my L'Oreal Miss Mango mascara in Black Angel. The mascara is actually drying up quite a bit, so I need to get a new one, but I'm probably going to get that Punky mascara next. Do you guys want to see more like celebrity inspired makeup tutorials on my channel? If you do, let me know in the comments, because I've been contemplating doing maybe a Kendall Jenner makeup tutorial, because I just love how flawless and kind of natural looking her makeup looks. So I'm not going to apply any false lashes because I'm not really going anywhere special, so I'm probably going to leave it out, but you can totally wear false lashes if you want, because it kind of suits this makeup look. It just adds more drama if you're looking for that, but I'm going to leave that out. And this is pretty much nearly finished. We just need to go on to the lips now. I'm going to use this lip liner by Essence, and it's in the shade Satin Mauve, and this is 06. And it's just a nice mauvey kind of colour. What I've been loving to do recently is add 2 lip liners, just to add a bit of more dimension for the lips, make them look a bit bigger, more plump. So I'm going to be using this other lip liner by Essence, and this is in Soft Berry 05. And this is just a deeper shade, and these lip liners are only £1 each, so if you're on a budget, these are brilliant because they're so good. This one in particular is really good quality. I feel like the Satin Mauve colour is kind of different, like the texture is different and the way it feels on my lips is slightly different. I'm just going to outline my lips with this. So I just went down to get that L'Oreal liquid lipstick thing, and I just remembered that I bought this Maybelline Color Drama lip liquid, what's it called? Lip crayon? Lip pencil. Velvet lip pencil, and it's just like a lipstick, except with this you can really get precise on where you apply it. And this is a really nice pink shade, but I'm not going to be using this in this tutorial because it is quite intense for this look, because we've already got the bold kind of eyes. So I will be using the, I believe this is the L'Oreal Infallible, I don't even know what it's called. It's the new like L'Oreal liquid lip things, and this is in the colour I Got the Power 110, and it's a cream finish. So it's not a matte one like the one in my last video, although that wasn't that matte. But this one's just like a lip gloss really. And it comes with this really cool applicator that lets you get really precise with the application. I really like the smell of this. Like the other one, it smells a bit weird. But this one smells nice. And it's really pigmented. I'm not that much of a gloss girl, but I really like this because it's not sticky. It's very kind of smooth, not rubbery, and it just feels really nice on the lips, which is kind of difficult to find from the drugstore in my opinion.